You are the light of the world. A city built on a mountain cannot be hidden. Matthew 5 verse 14. Chosen one, from the moment you became aware of your journey, the universe began to speak to you in unique and mysterious ways. Do you feel this? You know there is something bigger, something beyond this world, that constantly catches your attention. There are subtle signs, clues that you are destined for something beyond the ordinary. And it is no coincidence that you have come this far, seeking to better understand your role, your mission. How many times have you felt different, almost like you were a black sheep, unable to fit in with other people's expectations? There's a reason for this. You weren't made to go with the flow, but to blaze new trails. The brightness that you carry within you is a light that many around you cannot understand, perhaps even bothered by. But, chosen one, this light is the mark of one who has a greater purpose. Pause for a moment and reflect. Have you ever felt like you carry a different mission than the other people around you? If so, comment now. I accept my mission as the chosen one. Share with a special person who also feels this inner flame. And remember, along this journey your answers can change lives. Have you ever stopped to wonder why it so often seems like the challenges that come your way are greater than those that others face? Why is it that you seem to be tested so intensely? The answer, chosen one, lies in the fact that the chosen are forged in the fire of hardship. There is no evolution without pain, there is no growth without struggle. But the reward is in the wisdom you accumulate and the strength you acquire. Do you feel that difficulties shape your journey? If yes, comment, I am forged in the fire of challenges, signs of a chosen one. From an early age, the chosen experience the world in an intense and profound way. The ordinary does not attract them, and there is often a constant feeling that everyday life is not enough. Routines, small daily concerns, seem insignificant compared to the size of the inner search. Have you ever wondered why this feeling of nonconformity is so constant in your life? Have you ever noticed how you are guided by something greater, a force beyond your understanding? Chosen, there are signs that indicate you are destined for more. These are not coincidences, they are divine reminders. Perhaps you have noticed that when looking for answers, the universe responds in the form of symbols, unexpected encounters, synchronicities. And the more you connect to this inner truth, the more these messages become clear. These signs may be subtle, but they become impossible to ignore as you open up to your calling. It could be a word someone says, a recurring dream, or a feeling of déjà vu that puts you on the right path. All of this is interconnected. Every little piece of the puzzle is falling into place, and all you have to do is remain aware and receptive. Chosen one, the universe is in constant communication with you. All you need to do is pay attention. Have you ever felt this divine presence guiding your steps? Looking back, you might realize that you were always a little different. Your life choices, your tastes, your interests often clash with those around you. From an early age, you knew there was something special about you, even when the world tried to convince you otherwise. Perhaps you have felt an inexplicable urge to explore things that others see no value in, or the urge to question what is taken for granted. This is because you are someone destined to bring light and wisdom into this world, even if others are not yet ready to receive it. Ordinary people accept life as it is. They conform to what is imposed, but you, chosen one, don't. You have a thirst for the extraordinary, the sublime. And this is an unmistakable mark of his calling. Many of those around you may try to tell you that your dreams are too big, that your expectations are unreachable. But you know that these voices are just echoes of a world that doesn't understand what it means to be special, to be a chosen one. Comment now, I am guided by the greater power and I see the signs around me. Authenticity and the perception of falsehood. Chosen, you carry unshakable integrity. You cannot tolerate falsehoods, whether in the actions of those around you or in the structures that dominate the world. Its essence screams for truth, and it is as if it has an internal radar that detects hypocrisy wherever it is. When others try to hide their intentions, you feel it. When the world tries to impose a path on you that is not yours, you know it. And you choose the truth even when it is painful. Authenticity, however, is often seen as a threat by those who prefer to live in the shadows of appearances. Your transparency exposes lies, and your truth illuminates what many are not ready to see. Chosen, know that not everyone is prepared to deal with the intensity of who you are. And it's okay. Your mission is not to please everyone, but rather to be faithful to what you feel in the depths of your being. Many times, people you encounter in life may wear masks. They present themselves in a way that does not correspond to the truth they carry. And you, chosen one, notice this from afar. The energy of these people reaches you before they even speak. This is because you have a deep connection with your purpose and the divine. This connection allows you to discern what is genuine from what is an illusion. Have you ever experienced this heightened perception? But know that this ability to see beyond appearances is also a gift. And like every gift, it comes with a responsibility to use this ability wisely. Sometimes it will be necessary to confront falsehood. Other times, it will be wiser to observe silently and allow the truth to reveal itself. When was the last time you realized someone was being dishonest, even without them telling you anything? Your sensitivity is a gift, a compass that guides you through the complexities of life. Resilience in the challenges of the journey. Chosen one, life has never been easy for you. The road you travel is full of challenges, obstacles that test your strength, your faith, your determination. Sometimes it feels like the universe is playing against you, but there is a purpose to it. Every trial you face, every pain you overcome, is shaping you for something greater. Have you ever noticed how the moments of greatest difficulty are also the moments in which you grow the most? Resilience is one of the greatest hallmarks of the chosen. When others give up, you continue. When everything seems to be falling apart, you find strength in your faith, in your mission. And even when the world tries to knock you down, you rise up stronger, wiser, more determined. Chosen one, have you ever had moments when everything seemed lost, but something inside you refused to give up? If so, comment, "I am stronger than any challenge." With each obstacle you overcome, you not only advance on your personal journey, but also get closer to your greater purpose. Resistance to difficulties is not a matter of survival, but of preparation for something much greater. The chosen are tested more than others because they have a special mission to fulfill. The greater the purpose, the greater the challenge. Have you ever noticed this? There will be times when the load is so heavy that you wonder if you really can move forward. But remember, the weight you carry is not in vain. He is strengthening you for the greater battles to come, shaping you for the divine mission that awaits you. Every scar is a medal, every tear is a lesson, every pain is a purification. Chosen, each challenge is an opportunity to shine even brighter. Do you feel this? Comment now, "I am resilient, I am prepared for great missions." Healing and service. Chosen, no matter how difficult your journey is, you are also called to serve. There is a natural ability in you to heal, to help others find their own paths. Even when you're going through your own struggles, you always find a way to reach out to those who need support. This is more than empathy, it is a call to serve, to bring light where there is darkness. Have you ever helped someone heal, even when you were hurt yourself? There are times when, despite all the difficulties you face, you find yourself serving as a pillar of strength for others. Even when you feel like you are at the limit of your own capabilities, there is something inside you that drives you to continue helping, advising, comforting. This is a reflection of your mission as the chosen one, to be a source of healing and light for those in need. The world needs your light, chosen one, and this is evident when others look to you for support. There is something about you that inspires confidence, that makes others feel safe around you. Maybe you've wondered why so many people turn to you for guidance or comfort, even though you're dealing with your own problems. This happens because, regardless of what you are going through, your inner light never goes out. She shines to light the path of others, even if her own path is still covered in shadows. Healing often comes through simple acts. A piece of advice, a friendly word, an attentive listen. Even when your soul is tired, your essence remains willing to serve. And it is in this service that you also find healing for yourself. When you help others heal their wounds, you end up, in a subtle way, healing yours too. The cycle of giving and receiving is intrinsically linked to your divine purpose. Have you ever noticed how you feel lighter and stronger after helping someone? Comment now, "I am a healer in the midst of difficulties." The search for truth. Chosen one, you have never been someone who accepts things as they are. There is a thirst within you, an insatiable hunger for something greater, for a truth that transcends what you see in the world around you. While many are content with superficiality, you question, search. Don't accept anything without first understanding its depth. This desire for truth, this need to go beyond appearances, is one of the characteristics that define who you are. You are not here to live an ordinary life, is here to explore the mysteries of the universe, to discover hidden truths and share these discoveries with the world. Have you ever found yourself questioning the status quo, searching for answers that no one else seems interested in finding? If so, comment, "I seek the truth beyond the visible." The chosen one has a natural concern with the superficial. For you, easy answers are never enough. You need to understand the roots of everything, understand the invisible forces that shape the world and the people around you. This search for depth is something that differentiates you, that separates you from those who prefer to remain on the surface of things. Do you feel this need to know more, to delve deeper into everything that intrigues you? But this search for truth can also be lonely. Not everyone is ready or willing to face the truths you discover. And sometimes that means you need to follow your path alone, trusting your own intuition and the guidance you receive from above. However, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Other chosen are also seeking the same truths, and when you meet, there is an instant connection, an exchange of wisdom that only those who walk this path can understand. Chosen one, you were not made to accept things as they are. Its purpose is to question, challenge, seek what is beyond the obvious. And this quest is sacred. It is one of the ways you fulfill your mission. When was the last time you challenged an idea accepted by the majority? Don't be afraid to follow your own convictions, even if it takes you down a lonely path. The truth is your most faithful companion, and it will guide you whenever the world tries to confuse you. The feeling of being different. Throughout your life, you've probably felt like a black sheep. You may have felt like you didn't fit in with your family, your work environment, or even your circle of friends. This feeling of displacement, of not belonging, may have raised deep questions about who you are and why you so often seem to be at odds with the world around you. However, that is because you have been called to something greater, to walk a path that few are prepared to follow. And this feeling of being different is not a sign of failure, but that you are special, that you were chosen for a unique mission. This feeling of not fitting in may have manifested itself at crucial moments in your life, when you realized that your choices, your way of seeing the world and your values were different from those around you. Maybe you felt like the world is too small for your dreams, or that the people around you can't keep up with the depth of your thoughts. This can be painful, but it is one of the clearest signs that you are a chosen one. Have you ever felt this difficulty aligning yourself with other people's expectations? If so, comment now. My difference is my strength. This difference can be felt in several ways. From your childhood, you may have noticed that your interests and passions were different from those of other children. Or, as you grew up, you realized that the conversations you were interested in went far beyond what most people were willing to discuss. Where others sought the trivial, you always wanted more depth, more truth, more purpose. This happens because you have a soul that seeks to understand what is beyond the superficial, a depth that not everyone can reach, and this is one of the marks of your essence as a chosen one. Have you ever found yourself reflecting on why you can't be interested in what most people think is important? Perhaps you've noticed that over the years, friendships and connections have become challenging. Not because you don't value the people around you, but because there is something in you that seeks a more authentic, truer, deeper connection. For a chosen one, superficial interactions have no appeal, and this can make you feel lonely even among many people. However, this loneliness is not a condemnation, but a necessary part of your journey. Have you ever felt lonely in a crowd, as if your soul was searching for something that few people understand? Chosen one, there is a reason why you feel different. You are not here to follow the path that everyone else follows. Its mission is to open new paths, follow unexplored routes, seek what few have the courage to seek. Your difference is the key to your purpose. And when you begin to realize this, you will understand that this feeling of not belonging is not a burden but a blessing, a confirmation that you are meant for something much greater than social conventions can comprehend. Have you ever had moments when, even though you felt out of place, you realized that this lonely path was leading you to something greater? If so, comment. My difference is my strength. This feeling of not belonging can be painful at times, especially when the people around you try to fit you into molds that weren't made for you. But know that this is a reflection of your calling. The chosen one is never someone who conforms to what is imposed. You feel a deep desire to find your own path, even if it means going against the tide. This feeling of inadequacy, of being strange or different, is actually a manifestation of your elevated spirit, which rejects the ordinary, which seeks to transcend the ordinary. Have you ever felt pressured to fit in but at the same time knew that would mean denying your true essence? Over time, you will realize that this difference is your greatest strength. It's not a weakness as many people try to convince you. Your uniqueness is what makes you capable of fulfilling your mission, of bringing light and truth to the world. This strength, which is born from difference, allows you to see what others do not see, gives you the courage to walk the path less traveled. And that's exactly why you were chosen. What the world sees as inadequacy or weirdness is in fact your divine mark, the seal that proves that you were made for something greater. Have you ever noticed how this feeling of being different actually strengthens you and puts you ahead of what is to come? If so, comment, "I am unique and that is what makes me strong." More and more, as you embrace this difference, you will realize that it is what opens doors for you that others do not even see. And, contrary to what many think, it is not a limitation, but an ability to see the world from a unique perspective, which few have the privilege of accessing. This special vision allows you to walk with wisdom and discernment, helping not only yourself, but also those who cross your path. Thus, what began as a feeling of loneliness turns into a journey full of purpose and meaning. The inner light. There is a light that shines within you, chosen one, and that light cannot be extinguished. Some people may be uncomfortable with this light, as it illuminates shadows that they prefer to keep hidden. But don't let this make you dim your shine. The more you embrace your inner light, the more you fulfill your purpose in this world. Have you ever noticed how some people around you seem to feel threatened by your light? This light that shines within you is a direct reflection of your divine calling. It is an energy that emanates from your soul, and often you don't even need to say a word for it to be felt. The people around you notice this, even if unconsciously. Some will be attracted to this light while others may feel threatened. But remember, this is not your fault. The light you carry is a gift, and those who feel uncomfortable by it are not yet ready to see their own shadows. Have you ever noticed how, in certain environments, your presence seems to change the atmosphere? As if the simple fact of being present brings a different energy? This happens because you are a bringer of light. And this light has the power to transform environments, to heal, to inspire. When was the last time someone told you they felt inspired just by being around you? The inner light you carry is like a flame that never goes out. Even in the most difficult moments, when everything around you seems to be falling apart, that flame continues to shine. And the more you embrace that light, the stronger it becomes. Don't allow fear or insecurity to make you hide who you really are. Have you ever noticed how your inner light continues to shine even in the darkest moments? Comment now, "I am the light of the world." Faith in a higher power. Above all, chosen one, you know there is a greater power guiding your life. This unshakable faith is what keeps you standing in the most difficult times. It's what gives you the strength to continue even when everything seems impossible. There is an invisible force, a divine purpose that permeates every event, and you feel it in the depths of your being. In moments when the world seems to be falling apart around you, when everything seems to be out of control, it is this faith that anchors you, makes you remain firm. You know there is a divine plan for you, and that trust in a higher power is what makes you invincible. Do you believe there is a greater power guiding your journey? If so, comment, "I am guided by divine strength." This faith, chosen one, is what sets you apart from many around you. Even when the world tries to convince you that all is lost, when the voices around you scream hopelessness, you maintain your trust in the divine. Confidence does not come from a logical or visible place, but from an internal certainty, a flame that never goes out even in the biggest storms. Have you ever noticed how this unshakable faith makes you different, able to remain calm when others despair? In the depths of your being, you know that there is something greater at stake, that each challenge you face is part of a much larger plan, of a design that transcends human understanding. This understanding brings you an indescribable peace, even in the midst of chaos. Faith does not mean that you will not have difficulties, but that when you face them, you know that they have a purpose. Every trial that life puts in your path, you face it knowing that it is an opportunity for growth, a way to bring you even closer to your greater purpose. Often, in moments of greatest despair, when everything seems to be falling apart around you, have you ever felt this invisible force holding you steady? As if, even in the middle of the storm, there was an invisible hand guiding you, protecting you, strengthening you. This is a reflection of your faith in something greater. This force is not tangible, but it is real and powerful. When was the last time you felt this divine presence supporting you in the midst of difficulties? The higher power that guides you never leaves you. Even in the darkest moments, He is there, lighting the path before you. Even when you can't see a way out, this presence is there, acting in a silent but immensely powerful way. Chosen, your faith gives you the ability to see beyond the present circumstances, to understand that what happens on the physical plane is just a part of what is being designed on the spiritual plane. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how, even in the most difficult situations, something inside you knew that everything would be okay? This faith gives you unshakable security. While many are let down by circumstances, you know that every situation is temporary, and that there is a greater purpose being served, even if you can't yet see the full picture. The trust you have in this divine power allows you to move forward with a courage that is not easily found. Your faith is the foundation that keeps you standing, that gives you the strength you need to continue, regardless of the challenges that arise. Even when everything seems to be against you, when circumstances seem impossible to overcome, your faith allows you to see beyond limitations, beyond apparent barriers. How many times have you felt like the circumstances around you were saying no, but something inside you was telling you to keep going? This happens because you are connected to something much bigger, and this connection gives you a vision that transcends what is visible at the moment. The faith you carry allows you to move forward with courage, determination, and, above all, with confidence. This trust is not built on human foundations but on something infinitely stronger, the certainty that you are not alone, that there is a divine power that knows every detail of your journey and is working on your behalf, even in the moments when you don't understand why things happen. There is an indescribable inner peace that comes from knowing that you are being guided by something greater. This peace does not depend on circumstances, it does not depend on what is happening around you, because it comes from within, from your connection with the divine. Have you ever experienced that feeling of inner peace that goes beyond logic, that inexplicable calm that can only come from knowing that everything is in God's hands? This is the strength that sets you apart, chosen one. It is not the absence of problems, but the presence of a faith that gives you the strength to face any storm. And this peace is one of the greatest blessings you can experience on your journey. Knowing that no matter what happens, you are being guided, protected, and cared for by a power that goes beyond any human understanding gives you a confidence that is unshakable. Even when you face the greatest trials, this faith allows you to keep your head up, your heart calm, and your soul at peace. Have you ever found yourself in situations where, even without knowing how, you felt a deep peace of mind that everything would end well? Chosen, this is the strength of your faith. It does not depend on external circumstances, but on an unshakable trust in the divine. Faith allows you to see beyond the now, beyond the visible, and this gives you a powerful advantage. While many despair over the chaos of the moment, you are able to see the greater purpose behind everything, and this gives you a peace that transcends any understanding. This connection with the divine is what gives you the certainty that, regardless of what happens, you are on the right path. Even when the path seems uncertain, when the answers are not yet clear, faith is what keeps you going. Have you ever felt how, even on the darkest nights, the certainty that there is a greater plan gives you the strength to keep walking? This is the essence of your faith, chosen one. Keep trusting. Keep believing. Every step you take is being guided, and nothing happens by chance. Even obstacles are opportunities in disguise, and your faith allows you to see that. This faith, chosen one, is what makes you invincible, what sets you apart, and what keeps you firm regardless of the circumstances. Comment now, I am guided by divine strength. Chosen one, remember that you are not alone. Although your journey may seem lonely at many times, know that there are others who also carry this same light, this same divine flame that illuminates the path to the unknown. Sometimes the weight of the mission can seem overwhelming, and you may wonder why life has challenged you so much. But know that there are others like you who are also struggling, facing the same challenges and overcoming the same barriers. Just like you, they question the world around them, searching for a greater purpose, a truth that transcends what is visible. You share the same thirst for truth, the same desire to make a difference, and, above all, the responsibility to fulfill a sacred mission. This journey is not meant to be easy, chosen one, but you are not walking this path in isolation. Make no mistake, you are part of a spiritual community much larger than you can imagine. Many are awake or in the process of awakening, feeling the same restlessness in their hearts, the same need to discover the true purpose of their lives. These soul brothers and sisters are, like you, asking themselves, what is my role in this world? Why do I feel this burning flame inside me that won't go out? Connect with these souls. Share this video with someone you believe is a chosen one, someone who also feels the uneasiness of being destined for something beyond the ordinary. You have a lot to learn from each other. Together, you can strengthen each other, support each other, and create a network of spiritual support that transcends physical barriers, connecting hearts and minds through the divine mission you each carry. Imagine the power that can be generated when many chosen come together in one purpose, bringing light, love, and wisdom to the world. When many of you share your journeys and experiences, each one's mission becomes even stronger. Difficulties become easier to bear, and the journey becomes less lonely. When one of you falls, the other is there to help you up. When one of you is lost, the other shows the way. Thus, the strength of this spiritual community grows, expanding the light far beyond what we can imagine. You become beacons of hope in a world that so desperately needs enlightenment. Chosen One, you are here to fulfill a special mission. It is no coincidence that you were guided to this message. It is no coincidence that he felt the call in his heart to seek something greater. The call has already been made, and now it's up to you to respond. By connecting with other souls who also carry this light, you will be contributing to the creation of a movement that can transform the world. Together, you can spread light and love wherever you go, lighting the flame of awakening in hearts that still sleep. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss the next messages, and share this message with someone special who, like you, may need a word of encouragement. Don't let this opportunity for connection and spiritual growth go to waste. Do you feel the calling? It is time to act and expand this light that you carry, uniting with other chosen to transform the world with the strength of divine love.